All right, for our last book this week, I wanted to pick out a fun book. A book that was maybe just a little bit silly. And I found Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Now look here. Can you tell what they're doing? When we're on the computer and we're moving our fingers on all of the letters, all of the keys there, we are typing. We are making words as we go. That's what they're doing. This isn't a computer, though. This is called a typewriter. A typewriter isn't used as much anymore, but it does the same thing of putting all the words on this paper. Every time they hit a button, it goes on this paper. If they wanted it to say hi, they would hit H-I. It'd go click, click, and then on the paper would be the word hi. So, it looks like in this book, the farm animals are making something. They're writing. And we're going to find out what it is. Are you ready to find out? You have any idea why a cow would need to type words? I don't know either. I could make a guess, though. My guess is they're typing a letter to a friend who lives far away. That's my guess. What do you think they're writing? You think about it and see if you are right. So, Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. This is written by Doreen Cronin. That's the author. And the pictures are made by Betsy Lewin. That's the illustrator. And this is the title of the book, the name. It goes on the front cover. And look at the great picture we have on the cover of the book. We have the front cover. We have the back cover. And do you see that? It's the rest of the cow. This book makes a whole picture when you open it. All right. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. I think we're ready to find out why they're typing. Oh, look at that. That is Farmer Brown. And Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. Oh, look at his face. He seems like it's bothering him. That noise is annoying him. He doesn't like it and wants it to stop. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. That can't happen. But then he'd hear click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. There was a note on the door. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. So that's something that the cows typed. They typed up a note for Farmer Brown. It's cold and they'd like some blankets at night. I can't blame them. I love to be wrapped up in a blanket when it's cold. It was bad enough that the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. Oh no. They left a note on the barn door saying, Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. On strike means they won't work. And a cow works by making milk for us to drink. Well, they said no. If we don't get our electric blankets, we're not making milk. Oh, do you see this shadow? That is Farmer Brown's shadow, and how does it look? His arms are raised like this. I don't think he's very happy about that note. No milk today? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work on their typewriter. And you know what it sounds like? Do it with me. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. What do you think they're writing now for Farmer Brown? We have another note. The next day, he read another note saying, Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are too cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. So now not only does all the cows would like electric blankets, but now so would all of the hens, all of the chickens. They are cold too. Oh. So, do you think he's going to be happy about that note? The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. No eggs? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Ready? Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Their note says closed, no milk, no eggs. So the cows aren't going to give milk, and the hens aren't going to lay eggs. This isn't going very well for Farmer Brown. What do you think he should do to fix this problem? If I were him, and I heard that the cows and the hens were cold, I would try to make them warm. Cows that type? Hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Oh, furious is a very, very big feeling. It's not just upset. It's not just mad. It's not just angry. It is furious. So furious he could throw his hat on the ground and jump on top of it. He is that mad. Farmer Brown, he got out his own typewriter and started to write a note. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. So, what do you think demand means? Means he's not asking. He's not saying, will you please give me milk and eggs? He's saying, you will do it. Let's find out what the cows and the hens think about that. Duck was a neutral party. That means he didn't care if the farmer didn't get milk and eggs, and he didn't care if the cows and the hens got blankets. He was okay with whatever happened. So they decided to let him carry the note. He brought the ultimatum to the cows. That is the farmer's letter he's taking. An ultimatum is a demand. I demand eggs and milk. Well, the cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop. That means all the other animals are trying to peek in and see what the cows are talking about. None of them could understand moo, though. Do you understand when cows moo what they're saying? Moo, 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 moo. Those aren't real words to me. Maybe cows can understand them. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning, and he handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange. That means trade. Like when you and your friends have a toy and you want what the other one has, you say, hey, I'll give you my ball if you'll give me your truck. We'll trade. Well, the cow said, we'll trade, we'll exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Do you think Farmer Brown is going to agree? He'll give them blankets, and they'll give him the typewriter, so he doesn't hear what sound all day? Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. That's right. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets, and he waited. He waited for Duck to bring the typewriter. The next morning, he got a note. Do you think Duck made it with the typewriter? Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is very boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Oh no. So instead of Duck taking Farmer Brown the typewriter, he took it from the cows and kept it. All the ducks are typing now. How do you think it would sound if a duck is typing? They wouldn't say click, clack, moo. They would say click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Oh my. Did they get a diving board? I bet they traded the typewriter for the diving board, just like the cows tried to trade the typewriter for their electric blankets. And look at that. See all the blankets on all of them? They are super warm now and very happy. Hopefully, Farmer Brown is happy too when he got the typewriter back. Then he won't have to hear click, clack, moo or click, clack, quack. What other animals do you think would type on the typewriter at the farm? What about a horse? How would it sound if a horse typed? Click, clack, neigh. You could think about how it would sound if lots of different animals were typing. And I wonder what a horse would want from Farmer Brown. The ducks wanted a diving board so they could have fun and jump into their water. And the other animals wanted blankets because they were cold. What do you think other animals would want on the farm? It's hard to say. We can only guess. Thanks, friends.